What's up, guys? Welcome back to the video. Today I will be comparing HB pencils, one digital and one regular. And the challenge is I will not be smudging. Straight pencil work. So before we get into it, remember, guys, smack that like button, leave a comment, click and subscribe. Any feedback will be appreciated. All right, let's get into it. First, I'm going to start with the regular HB pencil, and I'm rendering a sphere. And my light source is coming from the upper right. First, I'm just establishing the core shadow and leaving a little space for that reflective light on the end. And we're just gonna move forward and take it from the core shadow into the shadow itself and see how that works. So if any of you guys ever, have done this before, you know that it's a back and forth kind of thing where it looks better if it's a gradual transition from dark to light. So to, get the best results for this, it's best to go back and forth. And you don't want to start too dark or bring the core shadow too far into the shadow area itself. So we move from the core shadow to the light area and then the highlight. So once I have those established, it's really just trying to blend everything in and get it as smooth as can be. And what's interesting about this is that I'm, using the tip of the pencil and the side. So it's just a back and forth thing. And the main thing about this is there's no smudging, so that's just making it more challenging. The only other thing I'm using is the eraser. Because when you're doing this, it is good to have an eraser just in case you get a little shading onto the highlight area, and you definitely don't want that. And we are coming along. Now I'm adding the cast shadow. And I think once that is done, you should be good to go. And of course, smudging this with your fingers or a smudge stick would make your job much easier. But I purposely decided not to smudge so I would see the difficulty of using a regular pencil compared to the digital one. Or which one is just more comfortable to use. And if you guys ever done anything like this, drop a comment below. And there we go. We are smoothing that area of the cast shadow and the shadow. Dab that highlight area a little bit, get it a little more brighter. There we go. Some final little touches there on the light area. And we are done. Now it's on to the digital. As you see there, got the HB pencil. With Procreate, you know, as long as you hold a circle that you've done, even if yours is sloppy, Procreate, that's what I like about it. It knows what you're trying to do and it gives you a perfect circle, or it attempts to, you know, do the shape that you tried to do the best it can. And on the Procreate, on the iPad that I'm using, I have that film paper that makes it, you know, that makes it feel like you are on paper. So that makes it feel a little more natural. But from the very beginning, I could feel the difference. And when, as you see, some parts are coming a little darker where I wanted it to be light. And that comes from turning the pencil on the side. Like right here, it's getting a little dark. I didn't really want it that dark at the time. I like to build it up and work it as it's getting dark. So it is taking a little getting used to it, turning the pencil on the side. But I was surprised at how similar it felt to a regular pencil. In certain aspects, but then in certain aspects it felt totally, you know, just different. But I genuinely think if I was to do it again, I would get more comfortable with using the pen, the stylus or the Apple Pencil on this. And that would depend too what stylus you're using and what program you're using. But you know, for my purposes, Procreate comes with, you know, some sketching pencils. And this is something I always wanted to try, was do a comparison. And as you see here, the blending is a little different. It is definitely more back and forth compared to the regular pencil. So I instantly knew this would be more of a challenge, getting it to blend. Getting all the tones to blend together. And I'm working every area. I'm working the shadow, the light, and the highlight, because I know I'm gonna have to come back to that core shadow and tighten that up, but I'm kind of saving that till the end because I knew that is gonna be its own challenge. And that's good to do sometimes too, is if something gets you stumped or something is not exactly how you want it to be, work the other areas and get that to how you want it to be. And then, you know, as you're doing that, you'll be working out in your head what you plan to do when you get back to the area that is not exactly how you would like it. That's another cool part about the digital world is the zooming in. All right, and we are getting there. Just tighten that core a little bit. And we are done, guys. I like how both of them came out, but if I had more time, I would go digital. I guess it'll be a different experience if I was to use the smudging, but just off what I did here, I would choose the regular HB because there's something about doing when you're rendering, when you have the real life pencil there, you feel every stroke. Something about that digital world without being able to smudge is just, you lose some of that natural instinct that you will have when you're doing it on regular paper with a regular pencil. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got some value from it. So until next time, you all be good and be safe. Peace.